Hello, everybody, once again, and welcome to the new Spanish Academy. This is nothing other than freestyle Spanish lesson, and it doesn't mean that I'm gonna rap for you. This means that I'm just gonna freestyle a lesson. I have not prepared anything, and I'm gonna see how you like this freestyle. We're gonna freestyle, learn Spanish, and I'm gonna write something that actually is gonna help you. And as I start this video, maybe I slow the pace and I'm thinking, what should I do the lesson about? Actually, it's gonna be about the word. It's gonna be about the word actually. All right, so we're gonna learn how to say in Spanish actually, and this is a very good word. And let's see how this develops, because it's a word that no matter what you're talking about, you're gonna sound smarter. You know, is it warm? Yes, it is. But if you say, is it warm? Actually, it is. People will think you are actually smarter, but actually you might not be. All right. So this is one of those very helpful words. Okay. So I think it's very important to see how the confusions can be, because as an English speaker, you think that car is carro. So if you just add an O and say el actualo, then it means actualo, then it's actually. But no, it's not, all right? So it's good to know what it's not, okay? But if you say actual, all right? This is why I really like these lessons right here, because we get to find out some other meanings. Actual means not the actual one, but it means the current one. All right, this is my current apartment, my current job. Actual. All right, the one that I am at this point currently, working at, having, doing. So let's do like this. Actual is not actually. Actual is current. So how do we say actually? All right, actually is en realidad. So think about in reality. In reality, this is what's happening. Actually, this is what's happening. In English, we do not say in reality what happened is. We say actually what happened is. But in Spanish, we say en realidad. All right. So there is the dichotomies, the differences, the why isn't it like this? All right. But if it was like this, then it will change the meaning. So why isn't it actual when I want to say actually? Because actual means current, as not as the current of the water, but as currently at the moment, right? So en realidad, all right? So we're gonna make a sentence right here and put first en realidad, because we have another word, which is in fact. In fact, the weather is great. Actually, the weather is great. Okay, so maybe these words in fact and actually are similar, but maybe you use one more depending on the context than the other, right? So in fact is also en realidad, because a fact is un hecho. All right, so if you maybe speak Italian, which I don't expect you to, but if you do, then you know that ho fatto, I have done, is ho fatto, from the word fare, which means to do, right? It's a done deal. It's a fact, because fatto in Italian also means a fact. So I have done ho fatto, and a fact is un fatto, right? In Spanish, it is the word fatto, which is fact. In English, in Spanish is hecho, have done, all right? So if you want to say in Spanish, I have done, you say he hecho. Let's see what's going to happen. Yeah, he hecho. Let's see here, like this. And like this. All right. So he hecho means I have done. So what happened here is basically that we're learning different things. All right. So that's the point with the freestyle lesson. All right. So he hecho means I have I have done. He hecho. All right. Whoa. All right. A lot of craziness here, right? Okay. So the hecho means in fact or actually, and it comes from the word it's been done, right? All right. So now you see the whole story around it and why I used the Italian, because ho fatto, as I said, means he hecho, I have done. All right. And if you say infatti, it means in fact, because it's similar, infatti, right? And then you see the connection with having done here and why in fact in Spanish is the same as, it comes from the same origin as having done, which is this one here, de hecho. All right. It's a little bit confusing because we also have en realidad. So what I'm gonna do here is I'm gonna change the color to the ones that actually have the meaning of the word that we are looking at today, which is actually. All right, we have two meanings, en realidad and de hecho. All right, de hecho is more like in fact, and en realidad is a little bit more like actually. All right, so if you want to sound smart, you can say something like, let's say we have a situation and we say, en realidad el clima está muy bueno. But what you can also say, just came to my mind, is la verdad, which is the truth, es que, the truth is that la comida está muy rica. Muy rica. So the truth is that the food is very delicious. Right? All right, we'll make it smaller here. Okay, we might want to make some more sentences, right? See what we have. Okay. So en realidad el clima está muy bueno. La verdad es que la comida está muy buena. Sí, de hecho, eso es lo que pasó. So here we have, yes, in fact, or actually, that is what happened. All right, so I want to underline these ones here. All right, we have, en realidad, el clima está muy bueno. La verdad es que el clima está muy bueno. De hecho, el clima está muy bueno. Let's go out and play football. De hecho, in fact, the weather is quite good. All right, so now we have these three different words to express actually, or in fact, right? In English, of course, you can also say the truth is that blah blah blah, right? Like here, la verdad es que, but in English we are not, it's not as common as in Spanish to say it, right? So now that we know the word de verdad, I'm going to use this for another example that is not really related to the words that we were looking at previously, but we can use the word verdad, which means truth. All right, verdad, truth. So I'm talking to you and you're like, get out of here. And I say, sí, de verdad, yes, of truth. Yes, I'm speaking the truth, right? Oftentimes in English, people say, maybe colloquially, they say, yeah, that happened. Yeah, no lie, no lies. Like, it's true, that happened. But in Spanish, we don't say no lie, we just say as truth, of truth, all right? Sí, de verdad. De verdad, yo estuve ahí. Yes, I was there, right? Sí, de verdad, yo estuve ahí. Right? Yes, I was there. Ese año, that year, all right? Sí, de verdad, yo estuve ahí ese año. Of course, this can be just one sentence. The dots, don't mind the dots, all right? But just so you know that separately, you can say yo estuve ahí, I was there. Sí, de verdad. Yes, of truth. Yes, it's true. Yes, actually, in fact. Okay, and since you know the word verdad, you see, by chance I wrote daddy like this, all right, which is actually good for you to remember. Say, remember daddy and remember ver, which means to see in Spanish. If you say verdad, it means truth. All right. Okay, so to see means ver. All right, now there we have it. And yeah, verdad is truth. And we have mentira, which means lie. All right, it means a lie. All right. So what people say sometimes is blah 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 blah. No, mentira. All right. Now I want you to know this little phrase, because as an English speaker, you will naturally think that if I say blah 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 blah, no lie, you might think that I'm telling you no lie is the truth. But in this case, in Spanish, if I say no lie, it means no, I'm lying. No, it's a joke. No, not serious, right? Not serious. So for example, I would say something like or something that maybe I think is like a joke, but maybe half joke, and I can finish with no, mentira. No, mentira. For example, why are you late? And you say, llegué tarde, I came late, porque se me olvidó, because I forgot la cita. All right, I forgot the cita means date, but it also means appointment, right? La cita. Okay, so here we have a couple of good phrases for you. We have la cita, and especially we have se me olvidó. And I think this is very good for you as a person who is learning Spanish to know this one. Se me olvidó, se me olvidó. So say with me now 10 times. Se me, it to me, olvidó. So you are talking about something, that thing to me, forgotten. Don't think about the logic. Why do they say in Spanish that, it to me? Don't think about it, just repeat it and start feeling the sense. Sometimes you cannot make sense by translating, because the English grammar is different, right? So you say, se me olvidó, se me olvidó, se me olvidó, se me olvidó. All right, so both o are pronounced o, not ao, not o, not u, not u, not a. Se me olvidó, se me olvidó. And it's not se me olvidó, it's se me olvidó, se me olvidó, se me olvidó, se me olvidó, se me olvidó. All right, so llegué tarde, I came. Tarde means late, you know, buenas tardes. ¿Por qué means because, and ¿por qué means why, separate. Okay, so se me olvidó la cita. So I say here, llegué tarde. Let's change color so it's more clear. Llegué tarde porque se me olvidó la cita. No, mentira. All right, no, lie. No, I'm just joking. No, I'm kidding. I'm being sarcastic. It's not a funny joke, but I'm just giving you a sentence so you feel the meaning of this particular example. Okay, so we have here verdad means truth. We have mentira means lie. Blah 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 means blah blah. No mentira means no lie, but it doesn't mean as in English no lie. Yo, no lie, no lie. I'm telling the truth. Here I'm saying no lie, it meaning no, it's a lie. I came late because I forgot the meeting. No, it's a lie. Maybe I just came late because whatever other reason, the traffic, all right? So I wanted to make a little joke, but they didn't understand me because they are maybe more older and they take it very seriously. So I said, no, lie. No, it's a joke, right? No, mentira, it's a lie. Okay. So we have that. And we have also here en realidad, which means in reality. We want to say actually, en realidad, lo que pasó. Actually, what happened is that. And here we have de hecho, lo que pasó. Or sí, de hecho, está muy bien. Actually, I had a good time, de hecho. Maybe it was not expected, but de hecho, but in fact, that happened. All right? So, in fact, en realidad, de hecho, and we have here, en realidad. Actually, el clima está muy bueno. La verdad es que, the truth is that, la comida está muy rica. The food is very delicious. All right? So very rich, very delicious, rich in taste. Okay. Sí, de hecho, eso es lo que pasó. Yes. In fact, that's what happened. Okay. And if you want to sound smart in a very simple sentence, like for example, yeah, actually, I would like a beer. You can say, la verdad. Let's start like this. Sí, yeah. La verdad es que me gustaría. Okay, now the lesson is becoming longer. Or you can say, quisiera tomarme una cerveza. All right. So here we have two words to finalize this lesson that I want you to learn. All right. So me gustaría means I would like. If you want to politely express that you would like something. Whoops. Not green, of course. Okay. Me gustaría or quisiera. I would like. I would like. Both are I would like. So here is I would. I would like literally, and here is I would want actually. La verdad es que me gustaría. The truth is, or actually, I would like tomarme una cerveza, to drink myself a beer. That's how we say, tomarme una cerveza. Or you can just say, tomar una cerveza, but we can say, I want to drink myself a beer. All right, it's not you drink yourself and have a beer, but you drink a beer for you. So it's an expression like this, tomarme una cerveza. And you can also say, la verdad es que quisiera tomarme una cerveza. So we got one word, quisiera, me gustaría, and this you will also learn in the verb course, which is a killer. It's a killer. Really, really amazing. Regardless of the language you are learning, this verb course doesn't exist. So I remember when I first learned Italian decades ago, I was like, bought a book, and this book had the tenses and the verbs, and I'm like, can't there be like also sentences and someone that explains the differences and all of it? Go back and forward for each verb, and guess what? I never found it. So I thought, you know what? Then I'm gonna make it for my students in Spanish. And I also have a Swedish course, of course, if you're interested. And yeah, that's another topic. So if you want to learn Russian, I might make a course about it as well. Chinese, it's possible. So we have a lot of things. As usual, I want you to click the link in the description. Write what you think, which of these words are the best ones. Was this freestyle lesson, was it good? Would you like it to be a little bit different? As I said, I freestyle. I started with the word actually, and then I just, found other things that I think are very important for you. And why do I think these freestyle lessons are good? I came up with this idea because sometimes I'm walking and or whatever, in my daily life, and I come up with something to say. This will be good for the course. And then I come back home and I'm like, what was this great idea that I thought I had? All right. Or sometimes I'm just walking around and I'm like, oh, okay, this will be good. And then I'm imagining how I can explain it. And then I'm thinking, wow, this is like a freestyle lesson. You know what? Maybe I should make the freestyle lessons. All right. So of course I start with something, and then maybe these are things that not necessarily are included in a particular course, or maybe they are sometimes hidden in some course. For example, the part with quisiera and me gustaría, this is the verb gustar, to like, and quisiera, to want, and of course you're gonna find this, but sometimes it's good to find some repetition before or after the course, that verb course. And se me olvidó is also a verb. And it's a very nice way of expressing I forgot that thing, especially because it's not the same grammar as English or whatever language you know. And if you're a foreigner that knows a language with a different grammar, then this particular thing will be a little bit difficult for you. So if you know what's difficult for you and say it well, it will make you sound better. And that's what I want. That's what the New Spanish Academy is. We have different courses. We have the verb course, which is the one I love. And then we have the general course. We have the Sniper Spanish lessons, which it's a little bit similar to this maybe. Because I wanna have some short videos as well, because their videos are quite long. and you don't always have the the mood to listen to a long video. So I want to give you something shorter sometimes that you can also learn every day. And this was Spanish freestyle lesson. Comment, like, subscribe, and join our membership. We need as much people as possible to be good in Spanish, and to be for the whole community to be more active. That would be really, really, really nice. I really love doing this. I love languages, and that's why. And all right, this is New Spanish Academy. Nos vemos en el próximo video.